Understand? So don't try to always live outside of your vision, because most of the time when we live outside of our vision, we tend to make a lot of compromising decisions. Yes. Oh, that's word. When you live outside of your visions, you tend to make compromising decisions. Type shit, bro. What are we on about? That's small, oh. If you don't hurt them, you're on para mode. Welcome everybody to the Say It As It Is podcast. This is like the second episode in 2026. I did not plan for the pace to be this slow, but there are a lot of things that are going on that I have to put in place for guests that I didn't really consider putting in place while that one is my fault. I'm not going to say much of it, but I've not really been pushing so hard on my P. I have been really like trying so much to be structured as possible, so that when I start dropping again, I can be dropping as much as I can, and I can be as rapid as I want to be. Yes, there will be guests, but they will not always be on site. They will be on calls. That's the plan I hope to employ to get things done. But for today, we're back, and I'm not going to let anything slow us down at today's pod. And in today's pod, we're going to be tackling the topic, the plans for 2026, like how we're going about our plans for 2026. And it's important to know that in this year is not like every other year. A lot of people are turning a significant age this year. A lot of people are turning, when I say significant, you know what I mean, a significant age this year, and it's going to be a lot. I need to plan properly. If you don't plan properly, it will just be like you did not do anything this year, and you don't want for that to happen. You understand? So going forward, as we plan the year, we need to understand that there are mistakes we always make as young people in our lifestyles, and in the process, it affects what we supposed to do, the pace and structure of what we're supposed to do. We like, even as jokes, we are training a lot of subtle shades to ourselves. This year I go marry, this year I go enter relationship, this year I go, you're trying to, this year I go engage with a lot of nepo babies so that I can be a nepo baby too. But you need to understand that if you don't structure yourself properly, a lot of these plans and wishes that you want for yourself, it might not really, it will not come to fruition. It will just be one of those many things you want to achieve that you will not achieve in the process. So like, you need to understand that you need to, first of all, the first thing you need to understand is structure. You need to learn to structure everything that you're going to carry out in this year. As I'm talking, I'm even talking to myself too, because we need to learn that structure is the important basis for our survival. If you don't structure what you have to do, you end up doing nothing. You will not even have a basis for what you are doing. That's why there's structure. Structure is important for that, to create a basis for what you have to do and how you carry out stuff that you have to carry out. Structure, example of structures is you create structures in your friendship, you create structures in your work, you create structures in your, if you're still in school, in your education. If you, aside from that, you create structures in your family, so that you know how to navigate a lot of things that you hope to navigate throughout this year. When you're navigating this, when you're creating these structures, you need to understand the place and the layers at which they will come. You need to understand that, okay, this doesn't interfere with God, this doesn't interfere with life. You understand? This doesn't, I say God and life. Hey, God, please, you cannot take God out of life. Okay, this doesn't doesn't interfere with God, this doesn't interfere with work, this doesn't interfere with school. You understand? So you create structures. You don't just, like, this year, plan that there won't be a lot of anyhowness in what you are doing. Learn to create value. We should understand that, talking about value, we should understand that the higher the value you give, the higher the chance of you making money. You understand? So you cannot just make money if you don't give proper value. So if you give low value, you attract low price. If you give high value, you attract high prices. You understand? This is not that like this period now, try to clear the side up. Like me, what I've consciously done this last 16, 15 days, 16, 17 days is that I've consciously trained myself to stop because my all my social media account are optimized in a way that I see a lot of red pill content. What I try to do now is I've tried as much as possible to clear that consciously. Anytime any of those red pill stuff comes up, I just swipe. I don't try to listen to it because I'm tired. Every day as a man, every day as a woman, every day internalize misogyny, every day externalize patriarchy, the patriarchal system. I'm tired. I don't like, and the crazy thing about this is that as you watch them, subconsciously it does something to you. It breeds it. In as much as you don't want to see. Yes, I know that there are a lot of thorns mixed with the daffodils in our society. Yes, as a boy, eh, girls are behaving anyhow. If you ask the girls to or tell you two boys are behaving anyhow, it's tiring. Like, are you not tired? Every time they attack woman, every time woman they attack man, like, can we just chill? Bro, like I'm tired. Every day, this one say you internalize misogyny. I'm not going to cook for a man because like you're not going to eat the food. It's tiring. The boys on this other side saying all the girls are the same. All of them, they are sluts. Even if it's true, are we not tired? Are we not tired? Me, I'm tired. Personally, me, I'm tired. So I don't even try to go through all of those type of content again. So when I say structure your life in a way that all these things you should not really come across because the way we are in the way the society has been engineered recently. If you turn head here now with the if you turn head here, it's the same thing. It's clogged together to a point that you cannot really differentiate it from your day-to-day conversation. So it's tiring. If you ask the women why are they behaving this way, why is it that now the idea is that as a woman, because I said at the start, as a woman, you should not do this. They'll tell you it's because they have been maltreated and mistreated for the last 400 years. If you ask the men will tell you in recent times, women don't deserve what they have been asking for. So now everybody has created this system of value where they expect this much while they are planning to give this little. So just try as much as possible to not be those people. I'm talking to the 78 subscribers that are listening to me. Can we not just live in peace and harmony? Me, I'm tired though. Like honestly, because this stuff, as I was saying, it breeds some sort of hate and it breeds some sort of resentment towards each other. You cannot really work with each other now because you are thinking, oh, you're trying you're trying to outdo each other and who bad pass. You understand? So I think that structuring your life is understanding that we need people. We need each other as much as we need us. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Every time, everything is a gender war. Women have been. If you are not tired, me, I'm tired. I'm even tired of hearing it. Because I'm asking myself, I'm not the one that caused people to go through all this pain. Why is it me that is now having to face the repercussion? The people that did it are dead and long gone. And you're not hearing all of this. And the men there, you people safe. Try as much as possible to be better people. If they are complaining, they themselves, they don't want to be better people, it's fine. They've decided to be worse. The women have decided to be worse. To fight you. That is not this year. Structure your life to know that you should not be slaves to this propaganda. Try as much as possible to create value systems for yourself. Proper value system, because I know we live in a generation now where they say morality is subjective. So there's is what is good in your eye that you take as good. No, don't like that. Morality is not subjective, it's objective, it's what it is. You cannot decide on what morality is. Understand? So when you're creating a value system, create your value system on these moralities that have already been objective. That it's an object from an objective point of view. You understand? Don't go creating stuff for the purpose of what fits you or fits your narrative. You understand? So try as much as possible to be better people. Structure your life. You understand? And structure it in a way that you know it will benefit everyone around you. Yes, it will benefit you, but as Christians, as children of God, we need to understand that we have been called to a higher purpose, which is reaching out to people around us. And after that, after structure, the second thing is vision. Understanding your vision. Have a vision. Plan your life. After you structure it, you plan after you structure it, you see through the structure, the vision. You understand? See what you want. See how you want what you want to go about. You understand? You don't just go about accepting anything, doing anything, and just accepting any result and getting any result because you can. You understand? Know what you want. Know how you want to head into this year with the motion that you want to have, the motion on the P that you want to be on. You understand? Don't try to sway yourself out of the vision. Most of the time, introduce people into your life that will help your vision. Now, am I saying be selfish and greedy? No, I'm not saying be selfish and greedy and be using people all the time. But if you get involved with anybody, whether it be on the basis of friendship or whatever, you understand that these people have to fit into the vision that you're planning for your life. And most of the time when we say this thing, we are not saying it from a selfish POV. So if 80% of the time you're not being selfish, so people now have to bend to the rules that you set for yourself. No. What it means is that be caring and loving enough to put people in the positives of your vision. Like now, the only reason why they are getting involved in your vision is so that when the benefits come, them too can be part of it. You understand? Not the other way around. Because when we say all this, when we say this stuff like let people be part of your vision, like I said, people that only people that can be able to fit into your vision. When we're listening to it, we don't listen to it with the ear of what I meant it by. We listen to it with the ear of if you know benefits me, I no go there around you. So it's who you can eat, chop from, leech on, there's no blood left in the person's body, and how much the person can accept your nonsense. That is when you now say, oh, if they fit into because they are chopping for you and they are leeching you. Understand? No, don't be that type of person this year. This year, oh my God. This year, be a better person for people and for yourself. You understand? So the vision is going to be structured around having people that God will use you to bless. You understand? So not just do things for yourself. Like this is a structural plan that I'm trying to talk to you about. So it's not the regular podcast. So understand that have a vision and people should fit in the vision. Make them fit in. If they will not, you can push them and say, but on your own, try to the point that when God calls you now, asks you, what did you can confidently beat your chest and say, this is what I did. I'm just saying it as it is, you understand? So just ensure for that. Let the people that are setting in, they should fit in your vision. If they don't fit in your vision, it's fine. On to the next. You don't have to cry about it. You were only trying to help. And I guess maybe they didn't want your help, you understand? Or maybe I know they want for them to help them. Have you understood? T for tens. And then we now go forward on to the last phase, which is what? Living in the vision. You understand? You might not always have the result immediately, but you need to understand that you are the shit. You are the P. You understand? You've got motion. You've got motion. You understand? So don't try to always live outside of your vision, because most of the time when we live outside of our vision, we tend to make a lot of compromising decisions. Yes. Oh, that's word. When you live outside of your visions, you tend to make compromising decisions. Type shit, bro. What are we on about? Now, small, if you don't hurt them, you're on para mode. So as I was saying, yeah, if you don't live in your visions, you tend to make compromising decisions. And that's how it is. So try as much as possible to live in your vision. Understand this is the concept of what I'm called to do. This is the concept of what I want to do. This is the concept of how I want to do what I want to do. You understand? So that you can do the right thing at all times. You don't find yourself making mistakes. And as you're living in your vision, try as much as possible to be happy. No be everything be depression. Go dey project your trauma according to people who get trauma. Don't project all of those problems. Try to be happy. Anytime people come around you, they should have a reason to be happy going back. Everybody has the problem, including you. But don't be the one to have the most unchangeable problem that if everybody comes around you, they even become more sad. You understand? Everybody has problem, we know. But try as much as possible. You are a light in a dark world. First of all, you need to understand that in this 2026, you are a light in a dark world. So try as much as possible to always be the light. Sure, I get. So that is the concept of that. What did I say are the layers for that? For the layers for being successful in this 2026, number one is structure, creating the right structure. Number two is having your vision. After you've created a structure, creating a vision and putting people into that vision with you, putting people that will fit into that vision with you, and three, living in that vision. You understand? So you need to understand this is the concept of how you can make this month very, very as per value, giving value. You understand? As per giving value in work. I'm not saying maybe spiritual growth too. I say as per giving value in work and in your day-to-day activities. You understand? Learn that those are the things that you need to put in place to actually get to a level that you wish to attain. You understand? In this 2020, in this city, a lot of people are going to make their first millions, 2 millions, 3 millions, 4 millions. You just need to find yourself caught in that loop. If not, if you're outside of that loop, you might not really see that. You understand? You don't want that for you. You want that for yourself. You understand? So try as much as possible. This is not the year that you, and like maybe for the boys, this is not the year that you are crying, sulking over lost bread. This is the time to move on. No time to do that nonsense being a sissy. This is 2026. Big ups you, man. Stand up. Don't cry too much again. That nonsense should have stopped last year. This is the time to get on your motion, get on your P. You know, 99 intelligence, put in more effort, put in more hard work. If you were going 100 before, go 500. If you're going 500 before, go 1,500. You understand? And for the girls, this is not the year for you to, I want a man that provides. No. This year, create value. When I say create value, I don't say do more nails, do more lashes. Go and meet your lash tech and create value in your face. No, create value here that results in cash flow. You understand? The same thing with the boys. This is not the year for you to just be all about your, no. This is the year to be active. You understand? As regards work and every other thing that you're doing. In your relationships, in your family, and in your school, for those that are in school, and in your work. This is not that time to be following Obidi. If you are listening to her, stop. This is not the year for you to be clinging on to everyone and rotates and his cohorts are saying. This is a year for you to take action and do the right thing. Don't be caught in that loop of doing rubbish all the time. Do the work and then you get the results type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that brings me to the end of the podcast. This is just a directional podcast video. This is not one of those ones where I have to hammer on the particular information. No. This is just what I want to. This is what I've learned. So I'm trying to share with you guys that are watching the pod so that we could ensure to make it our 2026 successful and excellent. So if you are a man, God bless you, because there's no better gender for you to be. If you are a woman, God bless you. There's no better gender for you to be. Be successful in everything that you've been called to do. Be excellent in everything that you've been called to do. And last but not the least, put God first in everything that you've been called to do. And you realize that more than just giving value, you are valuable. Thank you so much. I remain your host and the Say It As It Is podcast, Jeff Rita. Doing what? Just saying it as it is. Assalamu alaikum type shit.